So today is December 1st, Monday, December 1st to be exact, and it's exactly a month since I didn't rupture my patella. Didn't even know I had patella. Doctor said it, I'm thinking patellos. I'm from Chicago. Um, I guess it's the tendon that holds my knee in place. Hence, when I was down, I screamed because I felt my knee move out of place. It was like nothing I ever experienced before. Worst pain ever. And so basically I'm going through another recovery process. Um, for anybody who's been following me, they know I just made 1 month, 1 year and 4 months sober. Let me say that again: 1 year and 4 months sober. I'm clean, repurposed my life, repurposed everything about me. If I'm fit and I'm focused. One thing to be fit, you know, on point. Another thing to be focused and really have some goals and using your fitness to play into your lifestyle. See, I've been fit before. I figured out how to work out, um, but I was still drinking. Like I said, I'm 1 year and 4 months sober. That make a difference when it comes to working out. For me, speaking for me, some people can do it. Gratitude, you know what I'm saying? They got it. I can't. I realize that it doesn't work for me. I've been there, done that. Um, I couldn't stay consistent. I was trying to balance a lifestyle that just for me, I couldn't do both. I couldn't be the turn off guy and be the man in the gym. It just wasn't going to coincide for my reality. I would find myself hungover, go to the gym, but just can't push it. The formations of my muscles, everything just wasn't going right. I don't know all the science behind it, but I'm sure it's a science behind it because I was looked it up on YouTube. Just ain't studied enough to tell the people. Anyway, so I would fall off. I would have good months followed by a lot of bad months to eventually the bad outweighed the good. The negatives took away all the positives, and I found myself losing everything: job, car, friends, family, as far as just the support system. Besides the real one, P Money, my mama, my OG, and my pops. You know, my cousin Erica. Shout out to her. Those three was the biggest parts of helping me make my comeback. You know what I'm saying? For lack of a better term, because I was always been a creative, pretty cool dude, but the liquor turned me to a monster. I just lost myself completely, and it's still an everyday fight. I'm not gonna sit up here and act like I don't think about it still, So I do things like this to kind of journal myself and keep myself in check. I've become more self aware, more intentional with everything I do daily in life. And working out gave me a sense of purpose. When I was in rehab, I didn't know what was next. I'm in here with all these people I don't know, no phone, no nothing. I had to sit in my thoughts. I cried for nights dreaming about my dog, my job, my grandma, just feeling like a disappointment. Then I realized, okay, once all the self pity was out of me, it's time to build up. I mean, you're not gonna just shrivel up and die. It's time to build back up, Ron. You know what I'm saying? I can't dwell. I can't soak in sadness. I'm a man, and I have to do what men do who really want to be about something in life. And that's what I did. I made a routine. Got up every day. Told myself, I wrote it down. I said I'm gonna do 100 push-ups every day, and I'm gonna do 20 pull-ups every day. I couldn't do 100 push-ups at once, of course. I couldn't even do 50 push-ups at once. I started with doing 25 when I woke up, 25 with another set of. So then I had a structure. It was just every day I did my push-ups and my pull-ups at certain times. So eventually, push-ups got easier, pull-ups got easier. Before I knew it, I'm out of rehab, and then the next journey began. I got better when it came to just focusing on work. I got back to working. Build a routine of getting up early again. And my addiction, work was hard. Work was tough. You feel me? I had a good paying job. I I lost that, and after that, I tried to re refocus and get another job, but I was still in my addiction to where it wasn't gonna work no matter what job I had. You hear me? Um, and so when I say fit and focused, it's about really locking in about who you want to be. You know, a lot of us are just living day by day trying to impress other people. I lost who I really need to be focused on, which was Ron. My mama used to tell me all the time. She said, Ron, just love Ron. You living for other people. I never listened to that. Never thought it was true. But my actions showed it. I would tell her, I'm not. It didn't matter what I said. I did something totally opposite. And I'm all about being action based and being focused. That's what focus is. Locking in and doing what you say you're going to do. Working out gives me a sense of responsibility, discipline, and purpose that leaks into my actual day to day routines that I need to work on. You know, if I was able, before I had a job, when I got a rehab, I didn't have a job. And before I had that, I started a routine. And them routines will lead into other aspects of life. That's just like I always say, good things and bad things are operating on the same playing field. So when I was doing a lot of bad, as far as drinking, staying out late, it compounds to a point where now I ain't just doing that. Now I'm not going to work. Now I'm not keeping my word, doing things, telling people I'm going to do things, you know. Now I'm not focused on saving money. It's a slippery slope when it comes to anything you do, whether that's good or bad. But the slope ain't slippery when it comes to something good because it's only up. Keep doing good things, them compound the things that bring you up. Keep doing bad, those compound the things that build you, that break you down. And when you look at it like that and you're real intentional with every move you make, that is when you can lock in. And I'm speaking to me for me because that's when I locked in. I realized no matter if I have a bad moment, it's just a moment. And the day doesn't have to be bad. I don't have to make a bad moment turn into a bad day because a bad day turns into a bad week, which turns into a bad month, which turns into a bad year. Can't do that. If you have a bad moment, let that be the moment. Do your best. Do your absolute best to brush it off. Focus on a small win. Something as little as getting up in the morning and making up your bed is a small win that you can build upon. I focused on the small wins until the small wins became big, and that's what being fit does. I couldn't do the amount of things I do now last year physically or mentally, but they all tied in. Because when I saw what I could do to myself physically, it all manifested into the outer world. But I had to work on the inside first. You got to work inside and work your way out, and the world around you will become so much greater. Trust me. 2023, I was down and out, no job. You hear me? 2025, I got a job, my own car. Next is my own crib. I mean, everything building up. You know, I didn't break it down overnight. It ain't gonna be built up overnight. The more I realize that, the more I realize the turtle won the race and slow grind better than no grind. Simple as that.